right, and we're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Launch Party.
Not long ago, in a town...
How's everybody doing today?
There was a young woman...
I'm here with Happy by 3 and SableDragonRook. How's everyone doing?
Howdy. Her heart broke so...
Thriving. Never been better.
In your lane, moisturized.
Moisturized. It is always a good morning when there's SableDragonRook involved, because we have that good boy on stream, who also looks very moisturized.
He's sleeping just a smidge too close to the camera. He wants to be in everybody's business.
No, I was saying, I mean, it's my favorite lizard on Twitch and one of my favorite runners and one of my favorite games. So great way to start a marathon.
Well, thanks for having me. The dog just walked up. She's obsessed with this opening thing. Every time it starts to play the theme, she just comes from wherever she is in the house just to stare at the TV.
I love that so much. My dog has no opinions about any of the games I speedrun. Yeah, I think we are ready to party, so whenever you want to get on into it.
All right, sounds good to me. So, this is also, hi, in case you weren't here 10 seconds ago when they said that this is SableDragonRook, call me Sable. This is going to be an all-story golds run of Sayonara Wild Hearts. This doesn't exist on the leaderboards. Don't fight me. It's just, I didn't want to do any percent, okay? So, you can see every level here on the bottom left has a gold rank. That's how many points we need to earn, and we are going to go through and get gold rank on every level. If we fail, we have to do the level over and over again until we get it. So that's how this works. It starts as soon as I start this level, so I'll give you a countdown here. We are going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
So you're telling me this run's going to be world record? No matter what.
I already have world record in this, all right? This totally fake category that isn't on the leaderboards.
Hey, best way to add it to the leaderboards is to do a run and submit it. So, all right.
So yeah, they decided that they didn't want to have all story golds. Apparently, I'm not the first person to have thought of this, because it's similar enough to any percent. Like if you do a successful any percent, you should basically have an all story golds anyway. But you know, there are some differences, so I run it separately. So a couple things. First of all, this is an on-rails kind of rhythm game. You'll get the idea. But if you're sensitive to flashing lights, please be careful. This game loves them. Usually it's not really a problem for people, but I always feel safest if I say that right at the beginning. This level's not particularly flashy. It will get very flashy. Alright. And with 18,415, that's a perfect score for Claire de Lune. We needed 15k for this first level. And it'll say at the end of every level whether we get gold or not. On rails like Pokemon Snap. Yeah, basically. Like, I have to proceed through the level at a certain pace. So... like, the perfect all-story golds run is going to do this menuing quickly. It's going to skip cutscenes, like this one, when possible, and it's not going to die. Completely deathless runs are called YOLO runs because there's a completely separate, like, arcade mode where you have to complete the game without dying. So that's kind of the ideal speed run. But if we die, it's alright. Like, the run doesn't end. We'll just have to probably start over. And the reason for that is how this game works, right? So I'm collecting these hearts, and they're giving me points. They don't always give me the same number of points. The longer I go without dying, the more points I get from the hearts. So for many of these levels, getting gold is impossible if you die, because you lose your multiplier that makes these hearts worth more, and it becomes impossible to earn enough points in the level to get gold. Some of these levels are really hard. They have really tight movement, and we might have to do them, in part, more than once. That's fine. But yeah, how are you all doing today? Hope you're doing good. Thanks so much for the donations already, by the way, everybody. Before we even started, supporting Save the Children. I won't harp on upcoming incentives just yet, because you probably just saw them on the opening screen, but we appreciate you. I should actually shut up from time to time and let you listen to these bangers. Occasionally I will swoop and get some of these square coins. They're worth quite a bit more, but they're usually put, like here, in dangerous positions where you're likely to die. So we'll take them sparingly, according to ones that I deem safe. But yeah, music is super balanced in this game, as far as like being pleasing to listen to. So if you like rhythm games, this one is really fun. It's not a traditional rhythm game, right? Because you're not hitting inputs to a beat, but it's still very rhythm based. This level is prompt heavy. We don't need to get perfect on all of them, but there are not that many points in this level. So we don't want OKs. We only need 10,000 points, but too many OKs is going to kind of doom us. So goods and perfects are fine. And we do need the square coins in order to get gold here, because the level's really short. But obviously we're good, we've already got that 10,000. As for what's happening, kind of up to interpretation. I know that we're... Are we a phantom thief? We look like a phantom thief, don't we? We're kind of skipping cutscenes a lot, which is sad. This one doesn't have a cutscene because it's considered a boss level. And boss levels do not have skippable cutscenes, but it's kind of up to interpretation what's happening in this game. A lot of people think it's about this girl who goes through a series of very, like, rough breakups, and this is her, you know, coming to terms with them and being okay with herself and everything that happened. Some other people take it as, like, a trans pride story, because as you can see right now, our main character kind of has short hair, sort of featureless, and we'll see her change throughout the course of the game. So yeah, I mean, whatever interpretation you like.
Why not both?
Why not both? Why not trans gal who had her heart broken a bunch?
It happens to the best of us.
So this is going to be the first level where it truly is very important that we don't die. The goal for this level is 60,000 points. There are not that number of hearts in this level, so we have to get the multiplier, and it has to keep getting bigger. Even dying at this point is too late. Because if you die like right at the beginning, you know, your multiplier was still small enough you can sometimes recover. But we're in deep now.
Is the multiplier just from combos?
It's from mostly collecting, like, hearts in sequence, right? So all these hearts that I'm picking up, each heart, I think how it works, I'm bad at math, so don't make fun of me. I think how it works is each heart that you pick up is worth one more than the last heart you picked up. And so it just continues to build. But you can do other things as well. Like, yeah, you can, in some of the later levels, there definitely are such things as combos, and you can control how big or small they get. There's a lot going into the math that all simplifies to don't die. And every time it says risky like that on the screen, I almost died. Many of those are intentional. But the good news is, each of those almost deaths is worth points. Risky bonuses are worth an additional 50 points. This game is such a vibe. I'm so happy to like start the day with this. So chill, so colorful. Oh, my score was almost all 3s. I'm so sad. You can get risky bonuses on those fireballs by staying really close to them, but dying and having to do this again is not worth 50 points. Because we're in good shape. We still have plenty of the level left with a good I was gonna say bonifier, okay? Bonus modifier at the moment, so really we just want to get to the end without dying and we'll be fine. We'll well overshoot, in fact. Which is ideal. That's what we want to do. Good level design as well. You know, very carefully thought. These hearts are telling you where you can go to be safe. But I told you it was going to get flashy. Always so colorful. So yeah, we're already at the 60 we need. It's fine. I'm gonna get the square coin just for swag, because why not? Nice. Heartbreak levels are the intermediaries between sections of the game. So we were just in kind of the city section. We're going to be moving into a forest section, which is really hard. Don't judge me. So anytime you see a heartbreak, we're going to be switching gears and like learning new abilities or new strategies, I guess. I saw somebody in chat say if this is on rails, what separates it from any of the other runs. You can finish any percent without worrying about points at all, basically. Which is why I think that this should be a separate category on the leaderboard. Because any percent uses things like death warps and stuff to move you further in the level. Goal for this level, by the way, is 40,000 in case you didn't see that at the beginning. So All Story Golds forces you to, you know, play well as far as points are concerned, as opposed to any percent, which is more strictly about specifically just accelerating the on-rails section as much as you can. So now we're in the woods. The woods is the hardest part of the game to me. Because there's trees, and if I hit trees, I'm gonna die, and if I die, I probably need more points. Oh, the risky bonuses. They're flying around everywhere. $20,000 required for this level. And we need to not die. Not dying is like the mantra of the entire forest section. It only gets harder from here. So I'm going to intentionally miss this prompt in order to go and get that square coin. Otherwise we would have jumped over it. We're a little bit suspicious on points. We'll see what we can rack up here. Alright, we're good. It was close. But we made it. What separates a good run from a great run? Once you're in all golds, it just comes down to, like, if you're gonna get gold in every level, you would think that the runs would be essentially identical, but it comes down to like menuing. It comes down to sometimes in some levels, like what route you take might trigger the end like a smidge faster. So there's very, very minor differences, but since it's not an actual category, right, it hasn't been ironed out, I think that there's probably some potential for, like, if two people are tied on time, like, who got the higher score, right? because that's kind of the essence of the category. 10,000 was the requirement for that level. We Gucci. Yeah, this game is so pretty, right? It's just so, like, fun to look at.
Yeah, when I played this game casually, my biggest issue was like remembering to actually keep doing inputs, because I would get like sucked into the visuals, and all of a sudden I'm just like watching it and I'm like, wait, no, I'm supposed to be interacting with this game. This isn't just a video.
One of the other things that I really like about how they designed this game, your score the first time that you play absolutely does not matter. It's nice if you get like a ton of points, but if a level is like you just have no idea what's going on because so many like colors and everything are happening, it's fine. All you have to do is make it to the end. And I love that about this game, because there were definitely levels, and I'll show them obviously later on, that the first time I was like, what am I looking at, you know? And then it didn't matter. All I had to do was get to the end. And I think that that's the right way. Otherwise it could have been like frustrating and overwhelming. I found that really accessible, and I like that a lot. We needed 40,000. I'm very thankful that level is done with. It happens so fast you don't really think about it, but those wolves are a real pain. Here's our boss level. We need 35,000. That's not actually that much, but this motorcycle is very difficult to control from first person. It's got quite a bit of drag, and there's a lot of trees, and a lot of other ways that you will see that I can die. When I destroy these wolves, they leave a trail of hearts, but I don't collect them automatically. Like, just because I got rid of the wolf doesn't mean they like home in on me or anything. So it's easy to lose points by destroying the wolves but not actually getting the hearts that you earned from them, which is a great way to not earn points on accident. So here's our boss. Shoots lasers. He shoots spiky things. He's just kind of a jerk. Story-wise, I think we've just come out of some kind of like, we took mushrooms in the woods and we were kind of feeling not great, and now we're hallucinating wolves. But you know, whatever you think is happening, that's the truth. Oh, these pathways are so narrow. So yeah, like I moved out of the way of some of those wolves' hearts, which is fine. You still get like marginal points just for destroying them, but getting the hearts is obviously better. We're at 31 out of 35. At this point, it's pretty much, I don't want to curse myself. It's pretty much safe to die. There will still be enough hearts in the level even if we start with a bonus at 0 again. So yeah, like I'm just playing it safe. I'm not working super hard. We're already there. Let's just finish the level. There's the capacity to earn, I don't know, like 55,000 points or something in this level when you only need 40. Alright, here's a heartbreak. That means we're moving out of the forest.
I hate it when my 4 friends turn into a wolf robot.
Right? So inconsiderate.
Yeah, like imagine being able to turn into a wolf Voltron and not including me.
Alright, this one is such a vibe. I love this music so much. Very button prompt heavy. We're gonna intentionally miss some of the hearts later, just because it kind of throws off the pathing a little bit. Easy to die going up these stairs up here. And here's a great example of a place where one speedrunner can do better than the other. If I hang, you'll see here on the outside, I really slow down. So really good speedrunners will stay much closer to those obstacles at the risk of dying, obviously, so that they don't lose that speed. Because you can still be on rails and not like mess up the level if you're a couple seconds slow, right? So now we're moving into, like, I don't know what I would describe this as, parallelism? You'll see what I mean. Our requirement for this level is 15,000, and it is going to usually be pretty close. We do need to be careful of the route that we take. We have to go across here, or else we will not earn enough points. The other path isn't good enough. And we have to go across here. And even though we don't get like every single heart, it's fine. And obviously we're already at 19 and we needed 15, so we're good. But it's important that we're good because we're basically at the end of the level. So there's not really room for error in a short level like this. So here's what I meant by parallelism, right? Because we split them in half and they're opposites. And for the rest of this little chunk of the game, it's going to be playing off of that concept. I'm going to let the cutscene play for parallel universes because it's so cool and it helps you understand what's happening. So every time they snap, it mirrors the world. It changes like what dimension we're in. This was the level that super overwhelmed me the first time that I played. But I love this concept. I think it's so cool now that I actually understand what's happening. And so they start going faster and adding a third dimension when they come together. I don't remember if we need 20 or 25,000 for this. We'll overshoot it as long as we don't die, so. My brain, all of my horsepower is dedicated to not dying. Give me a hot second.
It is all good. I can sneak in with some donations while you focus on that.
Okay, well we're through most of the rough stuff here, at least for a while.
I have no idea how much of that got through before Discord disconnected and reconnected for no discernible reason.
Do be Discord for you.
So I'll do it again.
Sure.
You get 2 for 1. We have $5 from a Speed Docs and Sable fan. It says, "Hello, I am a measly fan of Speed Docs and Sable. If you too are a fan of both of them, or even just one, you too should donate $5. Also, saving kids is pretty cool."
Saving kids is pretty cool. Saves the chillin'.
So true.
Also, I see that Mort has moved. I don't know how long he hasn't been there. Oh well. I'll find him. So 25,000 on this level. We should be fine. We were a little low. but our multiplier should make up for it. But yeah, thanks for the donation. I guess it is true. Almost went the wrong way. It is true we've got incentives coming up. I know that there is an incentive to play golf in Golf Game. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe it's not Golf Game. Maybe it's just general sports game that includes golf, with the option to actually play the golf, or presumably be a speedrunner and not play the golf. And then I know there's a chameleon twist incentive as well, to upgrade, I think, to all levels. So, fun times. Hey dog, could you not unplug my Elgato while playing with your snake? The dog is getting very excited. Oh, I forgot to find Mort. I'm sorry. Alright, so our heartbreaks are getting a little bit more difficult. We're transitioning out of one area and into the next. The gimmick of this one, as you can see, is we're teleporting. We go off one side of the screen and we come out on the other. Whoopsie. That's going to be a restart. We can't get 50k without the bonus. That's alright though, it goes very fast. So you can see, you really need to be specific. If you get out of sync with the pathing of these hearts, you're basically not going to earn any points. Kind of like that. I was definitely doing that for demonstration purposes. It's fine, there's plenty of hearts in the level as long as we have the bonus. Alright, so we go on the left, we pop out the right. Go on the left, pop out the right. Go on the right, pop out the left. These are teleporters. We've been using them since the beginning of the game. I just never explained what they were. So in situations like that, where I thought that I was going into the teleporter on the left, and it didn't, like, pick me up as I expected, the best thing to do is just commit to staying in the middle, rather than trying to chase the cycle that you were supposed to have gotten in on. Because you'll still pick up a decent number of hearts if you just hang in the middle. Night Drift, we only need 10,000. We earn points by drifting like this. Really, this shouldn't be any problem. I don't think that I've ever not gotten 10,000 points in this level. Watch me change that today. And it doesn't matter if we, like, cross over roads or whatever. Anything we want to do, so long as I knew it. I told you. Watch today be the day that I just crashed into a rock for no reason.
I like the animation when you crash headfirst into a rock, just being like everything stops immediately. You flicker colors for a second and then disappear.
I love how it just hangs on it.
Like weirdly gentle.
Yeah, sure. It just hangs on it for just a second, like, do you see what you've done? Can you believe this? And then it kicks you back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going over here this time for the bigger coin. Because there is, like, a genuine risk of hitting rocks along this section because you'll end up drifting kind of toward the middle. And if there's a rock there, it's really hard to change your trajectory. Like that rock, for instance. But mostly I was just a goober. That's fine though, even if we die now, we've got the 10,000 that we needed. Donk, cool.
Gold rank.
There's Mort. I found him. How exciting. Now all you can see is his ear hole. So we have transitioned into like an electronic type section. Everything that's happening in this section is happening on the like VR headset of that person in the chair that we're talking to. For Reverie, we only need 10,000 points, but those points are pretty stringent. If we miss something like a square coin, that's going to be enough to not earn enough points, regardless of whether we die or not. Though often, the levels with the fewest points are some of the most difficult. Also, we don't have like a full body. I don't know how else to explain it, but like the reticle in the center of the screen is smaller than it would appear. So if a heart goes past you, it's not like there's your invisible head. Boy. It's not like there's your invisible head or something somewhere that is going to pick up that heart once it goes past you. Like the reticle is all you get. Good news is, once we get out of tech stuff, oddly, at least to me, things get a little bit easier. The levels are still very hard, but they're some of my favorites. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this time. We'll do it the right way. But yeah, there's a separate mode in this game called YOLO Arcade that requires that you beat it without dying. And it has rankings as well, like bronze, silver, gold. I have yet to get gold rank YOLO Arcade because it is really hard to make it through this entire game without dying. Alright, so there's our 10,000, we're good. We'll pick up a couple extra just because we can and kind of because we have to, but this one becomes a square coin. Beautiful.
Every time you say that, my brain is filling in the blanks with, that's right, the square coin.
Okay, here we go. The World We Knew requires 70,000 points. This is a long and fairly brutal level. We will, thankfully, be able to get to a point where I don't want to say that it's safe to die, but we can recover. But oh boy, there are a lot of obstacles and they all look kind of the same. So it can be hard when you're moving very quickly to parse like what's a heart versus what's something that's going to kill you. But I think that we'll, for marathon's sake, we'll play the end safe. We shouldn't need that many points. Stay away from me. Don't hurt me. Super easy to die. Right here because there's so much happening on the screen. Ugh. Okay, let's take a breather. I'm so thankful for this section. They give you like this little reprieve for a hot second. We do not need as many hearts as they're giving us. So there's no sense in risking going to get them when we're going to way overachieve if we do this right anyway. This one actually goes upwards, kind of in a diagonal, meant to trick players who are doing this for the first time. Alright, we're gonna hit 60. Ideally, right as we come out of this little section. So we should have more than enough to finish. I'll just yoink that coin. So at this point, if we die, we should still be safe. There's a decent number of points still to be had. And there's our 70, so we Gucci. We'll just finish this as quickly as we can. But yeah, if this run interests you and you don't feel like actually, you know, learning all of the levels well enough to do all gold, just do any percent, because you don't need to worry about your points in any percent. Just like finish the levels, learn some death warps, you'll be good to go. Our final heartbreak, leading us into the end section of the game. If this doesn't go well enough right here at the beginning, I will actually restart. There's a specific number of points that I want. We need 35,000 by the end. But I want to come out with at least 16, ideally closer to 20,000. And this boat's really hard to control. Alright, we should be fine. So yeah, I think that starting with transonic gravity, which is going to be the next level, as is the norm for me, I'm probably not going to shut up. So why don't we take this final opportunity to talk about incentives and other such cool things.
Yeah, absolutely. We do have some of those. We are currently at 67 out of $100 for golfing the golf sections for Sports Story. And remember, Sports Story does come up right after Metal Gear Solid 2. So you've got the rest of this run and then one more run to get that last 33. Math is very hard. It's 9 a.m. Be nice to me. $33 to finish that up. And then after that, we've got Chameleon Twist to upgrade from any percent to all levels. That's currently at 5 out of $100. So got a bit of time left on that, but also a bit of work left to do.
Awesome. Thank you. So yeah, now hopefully we're just gonna get pretty cozy with this game. I personally think that this game truly shines in the final like 4 or so levels with this person who harnesses the power of electricity, makes levels really difficult and dangerous. These are my favorite levels in the game that have to do with them. But pathing here is really, really specific. You'll get way too many points if you do it well. If you don't do it correctly, you'll super underscore. So it always seems like, oh, what were you even worried about? When in fact it was very close the entire time. I actually wanted the further teleporter, but that's okay. Yeah, we needed 45k, we got 52. Considering what this level can provide, that's pretty low. We usually come in closer to like 60. Hate Skulls, we're going to need 40,000. And we introduce a new principle for multipliers here. This is combos. So I'm going to have a bow. I wanted to show you that I was going to get a bow. And as you can see, the more of these guys that I hit kind of at once, the bigger my combo is going to be. And that's going to get me more points. Some things I don't super have a choice because of the way they spawn in. Because if I just leave these guys forever, they'll come attack me and kill me. So I do need to hit them. I can't just let them all hang out until there's a million of them, right? But choosing where your cursor starts there, for instance, is plays a big part in what kind of combo you get. A death at this point would be okay. Which again is why some all golds runners can go a little bit faster than others, because they might choose to get their points really early by being aggressive and then use death warps, whereas other runners aren't going to be able to do that because they'll lose their bonus. Inside requires 100,000 points. This is a big boy level. Also probably my favorite in the whole game. Besides maybe the final level. The end of this game is just so good. Combines a little bit of everything that we've learned so far. Dying is non-negotiable. You cannot die or you will not have enough points. But yeah, poor Mort, he was out wandering around all this morning and I was like, oh, this is great. He's gonna be so, like, energetic for the run. And now he's just, he's been sleeping the entire time. The only thing you can see is his ear.
He's still so cute, though.
I do love me a Mort. Easy to die there. She doesn't really give much warning that an attack is going to happen. Another tactic that we're going to take advantage of, specifically in this level, we haven't really had an opportunity so far. We've seen small bonuses for things like Risky, right, which gives you an extra 50 points if you're close to dying. As you can see there, we just got a Spinny bonus, which is when you go a certain distance in the same direction around something that you can spin around, like these, circular tunnels. So we'll try to get spinnies when we can. If I do this well, I'm, again, going to severely overscore, and that's what we want to see. Because the difference between severely overscoring and not being even remotely close is very, very small. Yeah, Mort's all tuckered out from, the hard work of being cute, I guess.
Mort stuff.
Yeah. A very important Mort business. And yeah, we're totally just, like, surfing on this person's barf. Don't worry about it. The thing. Surfing on a motorcycle on a column of barf. So this by itself is going to get us basically to the 100,000 that we need, because this is absolutely massive points, especially if you do it with a large combo. So cool. Our 100,000 is good. We're just finishing. Ideally, we're going to not die. Super easy to die to her. Really easy place to lose your YOLO run where you're not allowed to die. Beautiful. All right, and so we're coming up on the last level of the game. This one is a thick boy, a chonker, if you will. We need 400,000 points. If we die really, really early, we can probably still recover. But I fully anticipate spending more than one attempt on this level, and that's fine. Because it's really fun. fighting the eyeball from our girlfriend, by the way, that we defeated in the last level. The giant eyeball from that creature has appeared and become sentient. So we can continue to add layers of complexity, as you'll see as we head through these tunnels. They'll start, spitting these projectiles. They'll start coming faster. This is an easy place to die because you get pinned in a corner by those things.
Isn't that just the worst part of a breakup, when your ex turns into an eyeball monster and you have to fight them on a motorcycle?
Yeah, and they just follow you around, just won't leave you alone.
Ugh, every time. It's exhausting.
Oosh, okay. We're through. That was the hardest part. That, quick fire laser thing going on there. So thankfully that's over. We didn't die. We're actually looking really, really decent here. I need to manage these things not lasting long enough to kill me, while also getting points from the sides. I could have gotten more points there, but I chose to be safe because we don't want to die. Nice. Anything even remotely close to 100,000 at this point is really, really good. You can still hit 400,000 if you're as low as about 65 at this point. So having 98 certainly gives us a little bit of wiggle room to play safely. But yes, this is the last level. We still can't die. Make no mistake. Because we are counting on an absolutely massive bonus at the end. I said that I wasn't going to shut up earlier, but this requires so much focus. We super do not care about the prompts. If we get okays, if we get goods, whatever. At this point, an extra 50 or 100 points does not matter, as long as we don't die. These prompts kind of matter. They do rack up some points, but I'm gonna play this one safe. We do not need these points. You can clear that entire screen if you're trying to be, really aggressive. Alright, it looks like we're good on cycling for this. This is a really easy place to die if you fall off cycle. And now we're on a dragon!
Then the voices of the three divine arcana echoed from the beyond.
Don't you just love it when you're so excited to be away from your ex that your heart literally spawns a dragon for you to ride? Happens every time. So these are huge points. We really don't want to miss any of these. We can miss one and still be perfectly fine. But this is a lot of hearts, and we are racking up our multiplier really, really quickly. Beautiful. There's no way we can fail at this point. So let's just go for the highest score we can get. Even if I die, I'm not gonna fail. I hope. Don't test me. Alright, take the port. And as you can see, we're already at 400,000. That's what we needed. spinny bonus. And we're tying it up with Claire de Lune, which is how we started the game. And time is going to stop here once we get these final points. I'll call it out. Basically, time in 3, 2, 1. I started too soon. Time. I forgot that it does all the like spinning around stuff.
Much like
Thanks. So yeah, we 600,000 points. Certainly not a bad way to stop, considering. Let me look. I took a picture. I was practicing this level right before, and I ended this level with 400,804 points.
angry until she
So that was a little spooky.
It's scary, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I hope that y'all had fun with that. I love this game. It's such a vibe,
Yeah.
and it was fun to show off. Thanks everybody
Yeah,
for your donations
was
and
a
everything as
blast.
well. And thanks for hosting me.
If people want more of you or more of Mort, where can they do that?
You can find so much more in anything associated with me. So Twitter, YouTube, my Twitch, Instagram, all of it is SableDragonRook. The Instagram is just for the reptiles, so like if you want lizard pictures. But I stream a variety of speedruns and occasionally random other stuff on my channel. Like I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago we redecorated a reptile enclosure on stream. So I don't know. I'm just kind of a variety goober. But thanks for having me. This was fun. Hope y'all had fun as well.
Yeah, thanks so much for the run. And we will get ourselves over to a break screen for some hangs. I will keep thinking about how Cassie is the best member of the SableDragonRook family. And let's talk about some stuff coming up, yeah? Just a reminder, if you are considering doing of what we're doing here. We are raising money for Save the Children. Save the Children believes that every child deserves a future. They work hard every day to give children a healthy start in life, the opportunity to learn, and protection from harm. Since their founding over 100 years ago, they've changed the lives of over 1 billion children around the world. Save the Children does a variety of work to help children all around the world, whether that is through education programs, through housing, disaster relief, inoculation, food. There are so many different things that Save the Children does, and all of your donations go directly towards supporting those various initiatives all over the world, helping literally billions of children. What's up, everybody? Hope you enjoyed that little break. Got up, stretched, got some water. You know, take care of yourself. But if not, we'll make sure you get one more chance to do that before the next run. But first, while we finish setting up, some reminders of some incentives and polls coming up. We do have golfing the golf sections for Sports Story. Still just $33 away from meeting that incentive, and we've got the rest of this upcoming run to get that done. And then we have upgrade to all levels for Chameleon Twist coming up in about 4.5 hours. So you've got a little bit of time to do that, but quite a ways to go. So get those donations in for those targets. Since we are using Tiltify for donations this weekend, you're able to donate to both a target and a poll, make your money go twice as far. So what kind of polls do we have? Great question. You can choose the Birdo color for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Currently black is in the lead with $50, followed closely by yellow at $17, but it could also be pink, light blue, or green. After that, we have character choice for Doraemon 2 between Nobi, Sneech, Big G, Doraemon himself, and Sue, as well as choosing the Chameleon for Chameleon Twist 2 between Davy, Jack, Linda, and Fred, which are blue, green, pink, and orange, respectively. Ooh, Valeria-chan has some strong opinions about Big G. I am personally a Doraemon fan. I would like to just see our good titular boy. But, you know, if you have strong opinions one way or the other, get those donos in. Let's get some Doraemon discourse in chat this morning. I'm ready for it. Remember, all of those donations go directly to supporting Save the Children and various initiatives worldwide, helping billions of children with housing, education, food, whatever they need to be healthy and happy and successful. Save the Children is probably doing something to help. So get some of those donations in, help the kids, choose which Doraemon character you want to see, and after you do that, take a quick second to stretch, eat something, get some water. We will be back soon with Metal Gear Solid 2, any percent normal difficulty by house test. All right, y'all, I'm getting word that we are ready to party. So we are going to get started in just a second here with Metal Gear Solid 2 by House Test with some couch commentary from Theory. That'll be up here in just a sec.
waxaan u jeclahay chapatiga way macaan yahay ari waa lahayn ari waxaa baabisay cimilada kulul iyo abaar dhulka ah anaga marka saas baa la soo guurnay awiya xanuustay xanuun baa ku dhacay shuun dad ah hooyo ka soo qaaday isbitaalkii keentay caafimaad waaye ilaa waa ka soo caafimaaday way fiican tahay marka la ciyaarayo waa ka quslisiyaa markastana waa la ciyaaraa waa nin mahad celiya oo ilaashan oo xanuunsan dhakhtarka noo geysan oo noo caafimaadiseen kulliin waa nin mahad celiya